Welcome back to the Melodic Caring Project. Today we're in LA to connect with the amazing Tia Simone. Tia talks about the power of positivity, and she tells us how she's been staying upbeat and creative. She also performs and dedicates a beautiful song to our rock stars. Let's go!
No apologies, he'll never see you cry. Pretend he doesn't know that he's the reason why you're drowning.
Joining us from LA, we have singer-songwriter, Ambee Grammer, backup singer, and recently appearing on Lady Gaga's album, Miss Tia Simone.
Hi, everybody. Hey, Levi.
Hi, Tia. It is so good to see you. How are you doing?
I am so good. Today, we have to take it a day at a time, and today is a great day because I'm seeing you and kind of seeing all you too. Thank you so much for having me. How are you doing?
Doing really, really well, and I have to agree. I'm even better now that we have connected. It's so good to see you again. I mean,
yes, I've only seen you like on the road, so
right.
This is so great to Zoom with people I love. I really do. You're a good dude, and I love what you're doing. It's just beautiful. I'm so happy to be.
Thank you, and likewise, I so appreciate the times that we've got to work together, and I don't know, I mean, it's more important now than ever to be able to connect and to be able to share love, and that's what this is all about, is bringing connection, bringing love to these kids, but to everybody else out there as well. So thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. I'm so grateful. I mean, that's what we need is love, y'all. That's what we need in this world right now. So
I have seen you be a shining light on more than one occasion, and it's incredible. I mean, I've watched you light up the lives of these rock stars that we work with and support. I'm curious, so how has the time been then? I mean, you've had more time on your hands. Obviously, you're not touring. So, yes. But you're being creative, you're connecting with people,
Absolutely.
And do you feel inspired? How does it feel?
I do feel inspired. So it's wonderful. Right when everything kind of happened, things kind of shut down, but people were so like on top of like trying to do on virtual concerts. It's still going on. Mm-hmm. We've got these verses. Have you seen the battles, like the R&B battles? Like last time it was like Monica versus Brandy, and they played all their great songs, and there's DJs playing for everyone. It's just, that's how I stay inspired. Huh. And my friends, like I would have never even thought of like acting, but my friend Crystal was like, you know what? I think this class might be great for you, and I really enjoy it. And what I love about this class is it teaches me to be myself, and I'm on myself. You've seen me on stage. I'm myself through and through.
I was gonna say that doesn't seem like that's not hard for you to learn.
But when you have words in front of you and you're like,
sure.
It's very difficult for me sometimes. So that part, it's so important to surround yourself, especially in my life, by creative people, people that want to live positively and just to pull from that, because we all need to lean on each other. We have to lean on each other during this time, and what I want to lean on is the happy and positive,
Yeah, absolutely. Well, really I think that there's a, this has been a reoccurring theme with the conversations we've had, is that the outcome of this whole scenario and the whole situation is the outcome that we choose.
Yes.
And your choice to be positive and continue to bring light and goodness and and happiness and joy that is the choice that we all need to make right now to get to the other side of this and continue to care for each other.
Absolutely. And look, sometimes it's hard. We all know it's really difficult to do sometimes. So my thing is, if you have those days, I've had them, where you're down, just let it all out, let all of those things happen, but just try to get out of it. Don't sit in it. Find some way to, if you can, reach out to a friend or something, or even watch, videos on YouTube. I mean, there's so many things now so that you can stay stimulated, but that's it. It's a choice. It really is a choice. And I'm choosing that as well as obviously you are too.
So tell me about music. You have been playing and performing and singing forever. What's one of your earliest music memories, and what's one of the most profound music memories you've had?
I have a couple. I'm prepared. I have a couple. So my first earliest really music memory, I always sang in church. Now, I grew up singing classical music and opera, and then I was a jazz singer for a long time. Now I'm like the soul rock singer. But one of the earliest memories is my mother saying, you know, Tia, sing something for one of her friends. And I'm like, would you like, and this is me at 3 years old, would you like me to sing in my lady voice or my regular voice? And so I would sing, Jesus loves me, this I know, and do the whole vibrato like I was an older woman. And then, so as I said, I grew up singing classical and opera as a kid. And then I watched the movie Clueless. I know it's random. I watched this movie Clueless. I don't know. You guys probably wouldn't remember, but I remember aging myself. And there's a part in the movie where the lead character, Cher, gets in a car with her friend, and he's like, do you like Billie Holiday? And she's like, oh, I love him. And Billie Holiday is a woman. For those of you who don't know, she is a woman. She was amazing, amazing jazz singer. And that was my first tape I ever bought by myself. I went to Tower Records, and bought that tape, and I listened to it over and over and over and over again. And I said, I want to do that. So yeah, it gets me a little teary-eyed because it really I just remember being that, I don't even know how old I was, 13, something like that. And it was the first time I ever had a little money to spend because I was babysitting. And I remember that moment of being like, whoa, there's other things than just, which is what I was doing my whole life. So that catapulted me into the jazz. And then as I started singing a little bit more, I was in a cover band I don't even know where this thing was, in Calabasas. And I started singing rock and soul and all these different things, from Pink to AC/DC and I was like, oh, I can do that too. Okay. And then that just kind of got the trajectory going. I can sing a lot. I'm very blessed to be able to sing so many different genres of music.
Yeah, well, absolutely. You're incredibly dynamic, and I guess that's seeing your music history and where the inspiration came from. That makes sense then. Yeah.
It's been quite a journey, and I think that had I not been encouraged as a kid to sing and to own that, I don't know where I would be today. I actually wanted to be a dentist when I was a kid. I didn't know I was going to go into music. Don't tell me. I don't know why. Believe me, I have no idea why I was going to try to be a dentist.
Usually it goes totally the other way. I want to be a rock star, but I'm a dentist.
Right?
You flipped the script on it.
Yeah, I did. I totally flipped it. I'm like, I'm going to be an artist. Now I'm like, dentist? I don't like going to the dentist. I don't want to see anybody's teeth. That's crazy. So yeah, I'm glad I picked this part, this trajectory.
So you recently were on Lady Gaga's album. What was that experience like?
Okay, so you know how Hollywood works. I don't know. You might know, where you get a call. So I'm a part of this group called DC6. Actually, it's an agency called Greylock Agency. It's friends of mine, and what they do is they book us. They book us for things. So just random singing things, whatever. It's a group, and and sometimes there'll be 6 of us, and sometimes it'll be 20 or whatever. It's like a choir, right? Mm-hmm. So they said, hey, we've got this high profile gig. Do you guys want to, can you do it? I'm like, sure, but they can't tell you anything. And I'm like, who is this? I'm thinking in my head, oh gosh, I don't know. Is it Beyonce? I have no idea. And then we get in there, and Lady Gaga's not in there, but we hear this music, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then at the end, they asked for 2 females to do ad-libs over the last part of the song. And the song is called Babylon, that I am on. And it's the last song on the album. And so the last thing you hear on Lady Gaga's album, besides her singing, it's me doing some runs and stuff on that album. It was, when it came, when you do it, because everything's not done yet, you don't know when it's coming out and all this stuff, so there's all this hype towards it. And then when it finally hit, I was in here, I know my neighbors are probably like, what is she doing? It was 12 a.m. and I'm like, oh my God, I'm on the track. I made the track. So kept everything that we did.
You found out before they released it, though, or did you find out?
Yes.
Okay.
So I found out that it was for her. That it was for her before they released it, but we didn't know if we were actually going to make the album, because things get cut.
Yeah, sure.
So they loved everything that we did as a whole, and they loved what we did. My little.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's a very big coup for me because. you know, there's so many talented people out in the world, but I super respect her and her voice and just her musicianship for the most part. Like, it's just beautiful. And to be a part of that, I was just like, I've done some stuff. I love you, Andy Grammer, but that was cool.
That's what a phenomenal experience to have. I mean, that's
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you.
So you've done a ton, obviously. I mean, you've toured, you've played with Ambee and Lady Gaga and, you know, all these different styles. What does music mean to you, and can you wrap it up in one word?
Music to me is freedom. It is freedom. It's a freedom to be exactly who you want to be. For myself. There are some people, like I said, I am very blessed that I can sing in so many different genres of music, but man, I have done country to rap to, you saw me rap once, I think.
Yes, I did.
So I'm like, what am I doing? But I'm here. I've done, the only things I haven't done is really, actually, no, I haven't done reggae, ska or something. But the freedom to be exactly who you are and to be on that stage, to be singing these songs that I actually love. It is so freeing. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. There really isn't. And I think I do not take this gift for granted. I don't take the time that I've had for granted. I tell you, when I get back on a big stage and I'm probably going to burst into tears, because it's just going to be this. I'm a very emotional person. I got my Pisces necklace on. Like, I'm a Pisces, so I'm a very emotional gal, and I feel everything. So that part, that freedom, being free, that's the word for me. Speaking of freedom, do you have a song you would like to perform, and do you have some rock stars that you would like to dedicate it to? I do. First of all, rockSTARs, amazing and awesome. I have a song. It's by Pink. I decided to go with a cover because, you know, you got to jam out to something you kind of know. And it's called What About Us? And I am so dedicating to the following rock stars. First and foremost, Teylor in Arizona. This is for you. Sending you all the love in the world, girl. Everything. And also Ambee in Michigan, Tigi in Kansas, Ollie in Australia, Madison in Colorado, and Robyn in Maryland. To all the kids watching at Seacrest Studios, There with Care in Colorado, Covenant's Children's in Texas, Upstate Galisando Children's Hospital in New York. I got it out. Good job. Floating Hospital for Children at Tufts Medical Center in Boston. Hey, guys. And AdventHealth in Tampa. Hey, y'all. Love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching.
I can't wait to hear your song.
This is What About Us? La da 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 da, la da 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 da. We are searchlights we can see in the dark. We are rockets pointed up at the stars. We are billions of beautiful hearts. And you sold us down the river too far. What about us? What about all the times you said you had the answers? What about us? What about all the broken happy ever afters? What about us? What about all the plans that turned into disasters? What about love? What about trust? What about us? We are problems that wanna be solved. Yes. We are children that need to be loved. We were wishing What about us? What about all the times you said you had the answers? What about us? What about all the broken happy ever afters? Oh, what about us? What about all the plans that ended in disaster? What about love? What about trust? What about us? Yeah. What about us? What about all the plans that ended in disaster? What about love? What about trust? What about us? Sticks and stones, they may break these bones, but then I'll be ready. Are you ready? It's the start of us waking up. Come on. Are you ready? I'll be ready. I don't want control. I want to let go. I'll be ready. 'Cause now it's time. It's time to let them know. What about us? What about all the times you said you had the answer? What about us? What about us? What about us? What about all the times you said you had the answers? Yeah. What about us? What about all the things? What about us? What about love? What about us? 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 What about us?
Yeah, Tia Simone.
Thank you.
Incredible.
Oh,
Thank
I'm
you
glad.
so much.
Good. Absolutely. I hope I didn't blow your speakers out there. Or maybe I do. No. So grateful to be able to share today. And that just song is just like it's just really just about just anything you really want it to be. It's really about what about us? Like think about the people around you. It's about love and about trust. That's what we need to be putting out there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Are there any final words you want to leave with the world?
Yes. First of all, to all the rock stars and all the people in the world going through things, and try to stay as positive as you can. You are stronger. You are stronger than you think you know. You really are. We all are. We are all tested, but man, just lean on friends, lean on family, and just know that you are loved. I love you all the way from LA. I don't care where you are. I'm here for you. And just in any time you need me, I'm on Instagram and YouTube. Doesn't matter. I don't even know if you can email on YouTube, but hit me up. I'm here to just give all kinds of love to you guys because I get it back from you, and I so appreciate every single person on this earth, regardless of where you come from. Like, just mad respect, and just stay healthy and stay safe, y'all.
Thanks so much for tuning in. If you're a musician and would like to join us in supporting hospitalized kids, email us at rockstar@melodiccaring.org. I'm Levi Ware, and this is the Melodic Caring Project.